Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a loop, just waiting for the next thing? Waiting for the weekend, waiting for your next paycheck, waiting for that 2-week vacation? Well, what if I told you that feeling isn't an accident? It's by design. They trained you to think like an employee, not an owner. Think about it. From the moment we step into school, we're taught a very specific way of operating. Raise your hand to speak. Ask for permission to go to the bathroom. Follow the syllabus. Complete the assignments exactly as instructed. This system rewards compliance, not creativity. It's a structure built on seeking approval from an authority figure. We learn to color inside the lines, both literally and metaphorically. Then, we graduate and enter the workforce. And what happens? The environment changes, but the core programming remains the same. We trade a teacher for a manager. We ask for time off. We wait for our annual performance review to tell us how we're doing. We wait for a promotion to be handed to us. Our lives become a series of requests and approvals. Can I take Friday off? Is this project draft okay? Am I on track for a raise this year? We even wait for someone else to tell us our purpose within the company, defined by a job description written by someone we've probably never met. This is the employee mindset in action. You're conditioned to think in terms of tasks, not impact. Your focus is on checking boxes, completing the to-do list, and putting in the required hours. You're trading your time for a predetermined amount of money. The question you ask yourself every morning is, what do I have to do today? It's a reactive state of being. You're a passenger in your own career. Now, let's contrast that with the owner mindset. An owner doesn't think in hours. They think in value. They don't see tasks. They see opportunities. Their central question isn't, what do I have to do? But what can I create? Or how can I solve this problem? An owner doesn't wait for permission to innovate. They don't need a manager to tell them their purpose. They define it themselves. They take initiative, they assume responsibility, and they understand that their results are directly tied to their actions, not the number of hours they sit at a desk. They operate from a place of proactive creation. So, why does the system overwhelmingly promote the employee mindset? The revelation here is a little unsettling. This mindset keeps billions of people predictable and controllable. Think about the structure of our modern economy. It relies on a massive, stable workforce. Obedient workers who follow instructions are the bedrock of large corporations and institutions. They keep the gears turning smoothly. People who are constantly questioning the status quo, challenging authority, and trying to build something new. They don't just keep the gears turning. They try to build a whole new machine. They don't just wait for Friday. They work through the weekend on a passion project that could change everything. They don't wait for retirement to find freedom. They try to build it right now. This isn't some grand conspiracy theory. It's just an observable reality of our social and economic structures. The numbers back this up. A 2023 Forbes article highlighted a staggering statistic. 94% of people rely solely on one single source of income. That is the very definition of dependency. When your entire livelihood is tied to one employer, you are, by nature, less likely to take risks. You're less likely to speak up, to challenge bad ideas, or to walk away from a situation that isn't serving you. You're playing it safe because you have to. You've placed all your eggs in one basket, a basket that someone else holds. The historical roots of this are fascinating. If you look back at the origins of modern public education during the Industrial Revolution, you'll find that its structure was heavily modeled on military obedience training. The goal was to produce a generation of disciplined factory workers who would follow orders without question. show up on time, and perform repetitive tasks efficiently. It was about creating cogs for the industrial machine, not fostering a generation of inventors and entrepreneurs. Psychologically, this conditioning is incredibly powerful. Humans are wired for social connection and validation. When we spend decades in systems school, then work where our worth is determined by external validation grades, promotions, a pat on the back from the boss, we learn to fear independent thought. The idea of stepping out on our own, without a clear path or a guaranteed paycheck, becomes terrifying. The comfort of a predictable salary and a defined role becomes a golden cage. We trade our autonomy for the illusion of security. So, how do you break free from this programming? How do you shift from an employee mindset to an owner mindset, even if you have a job? The solution begins with a fundamental change in the questions you ask yourself. Stop asking, "What should I do?" or "What am I allowed to do?" and start asking, "What can I create? What problem can I solve? What value can I add?" This isn't about quitting your job tomorrow. It's about changing your perspective today. Start treating your role, whatever it is, like it's your own business. Your business is your career. Your customer is your employer, your team, and the people you serve. How can you provide more value? How can you innovate within your role? Start a side project. Learn a new skill without being told to. Find a problem in your company that no one is solving and take the initiative to fix it. Don't wait for the next task to be assigned to you. Look for the next opportunity. Freedom begins the moment you stop trading your control for comfort. It starts when you decide to take ownership of your time, your skills, and your future. It's about realizing that the ultimate security doesn't come from a steady paycheck. It comes from your ability to create value. Because if you can create value, you will always be valuable, no matter who signs your checks. The moral of the story is this: they did unteach you how to work, they taught you how to obey. But it's never too late to unlearn that lesson. It's never too late to start thinking like an owner and building a life, not just a career. It's your life, after all. You should be the one in the driver's seat. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content that challenges the way we think. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next one.